Isleta, New Mexico Bowl. 20 combined wins between North Texas and San Diego State, tied for the most between two teams playing outside the CFP. Bowl season about opportunity, but Jaden Dinegal recovering from surgery. Bert Emanuel Jr. will start at quarterback for the Aztecs, like Senior did for UCLA and Rice. And in a sign that loyalty still matters, Drew Mestamaker and a shocker will play for UNT, trying for a 12th win to cap the greatest season of program history in what is widely expected to be his final game for the Mean Green. Leads the FBS with more than 4,000 passing yards, closing in on C.J. Stroud's record for the most yards by a freshman. Hawkins, big gap, left side and looking to rumble. And he is the most difficult running back in America to bring down. The portal right now, none of them are. Mestamaker in rhythm. Wyatt Young slips through one tackle, throws his shoulder, and takes it down to the 22-yard line. Dance patrol break. Caleb Hawkins to the house. Welcome back, young man.
That's now 11 scoring drives, the first drive of the game for North Texas. And there's a reason why the balance of this offense, we think air raid, we think throw the football, not so fast for the Mean Green. They can run the football with this Caleb Hawkins, 6'2", 220. This freshman is an absolute load to bring down.
Miguel Arenas on for the extra point, and Arenas with his first make of his career makes it 7-0 UNT.
Timeout. At 6'1", 225.
Now going fast. Emanuel throws on the run, and on the comeback, it is complete to Donovan Brown.
Behind this big offensive line.
Emanuel on the play action. Gets a chip from Sutton and throws complete inside 25 to Nathan Acevedo.
There's a beautiful route by Nathan, just a sail route, but look at the protection up front for the quarterback. You run the football, then you play action after that. You get linebackers that suck up. It makes it easy to read.
Bert Emanuel. Emanuel will keep, he's got room on the left side. Emanuel launches in for the Aztecs, touchdown. Doesn't look like a guy making his first career start for San Diego State, does he?
Look at all the confusion for North Texas, a lot of motion. Then you get pullers, you get running back going one direction. And then this speedy Bert Emanuel is able to see the hole to the outside and take it in for an easy touchdown. Picture perfect drive for the Aztecs to answer North Texas
and
after this score.
The jump pass, two-point conversion is no good. Oh man, a team that is just pulling out all the stops, and why not? This is what the people want in bowl season.
No good.
It's an awesome start to this football game, and a little trickery, almost the up and over for the two-point conversion. But we got ourselves a ball game right now. Rushing 4 and then be able to drop 7 back in coverage.
A 3 and out, and a fake, UNT! First down and more, still booking it, Ashton Gray into San Diego State territory. 34 yards on the trick.
And no one's holding anything back this bowl game. You see San Diego State tries to rush the punter from the right side of the formation, and North Texas does their homework. The outside gave Dorner an opportunity to make a play.
Let this guy throw the ball. The best freshman quarterback in America, showing off the elite arm talent, finding Simeon Evans. And it's been his team ever since. Up the middle, Ashton Gray, the man that had the fake punt for the first down, caps the drive with the touchdown.
San Diego State continues to play 2 high safety, so as an offensive line, you understand we have 6 for 6 Our 5 offensive linemen plus a tight end for your 6, 4 defensive linemen and 2 linebackers. Really, these safeties are going to have to continue to creep closer and closer to the line of scrimmage. Right now, just a little bit too late. Tremendous blocking up front to spring the running back for a touchdown.
Low snap, but it's handled, and it's 14-6. UNT Mean Green with the lead. So much for what looked like would be a 3-and-out. Some magic from Ashton Gray. Missed a lot of time at that quarterback spot in the routes. Playing safety and punter. Wouldn't know it. And here is Hawkins. Hawkins with the seam. A block on the perimeter. Another broken tackle. Caleb Hawkins, tough to bring down.
It goes to this offensive line right now. You want to know why these receivers are playing well, the quarterback's playing well, the running back's playing well? It starts with the big uglies up front. All 5 all-conference selections.
And Caleb Hawkins already has 92 rushing yards. And there was questions on whether he would even play. Messemaker checked down to Hawkins. A defender slips. A second one is down. Hawkins taking it all on. We need to reiterate, this is an elite San Diego State defense. And Hawkins going through them like a hot knife through butter.
Well, he's not just a running back between the tackles. He is an elite catcher out of the backfield. And you give him some space and getting downhill behind those shoulder pads, he's going to make you miss. And you said it best, though, man. This is one of the best defenses in the country. Yeah, they're banged up and some guys in some new positions. But this is just how good this offense is.
He's scored 28 touchdowns this season. San Diego State as a team has 30 touchdowns from scrimmage. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns for UNT with the running backs doing the damage. And it's 21-6. UNT with an injury linebacker moments ago. Ethan Weslowski, one of the best linebackers in America, on the sidelines. Emmanuel doing what he does best. Wide open. Emmanuel, the long strider. And it doesn't take many of those strides to get going. 73 yards.
Touchdown, San Diego State.
It's funny, Lowell, during the break I said they need a nice, methodical 5-minute drive right in the football. And then, you know what, let's just score right now. Our defense doesn't need a break. We're so early in the game, and this is the part of the offense they need to get going. It's going to be very limited in the pass game, but this is where you can make up for it right there. You want to present a light box? We can utilize our size, the offensive line position, then off to the races. You saw that 200-meter dash right there to the end zone.
Gabe Placencia knocks it through, and San Diego State ain't going anywhere. They know they got to trade blows on the offensive end. 21-13. We got a game here in Albuquerque. 3rd and 3. Ashton Gray, the running back, he gets the carry. Wide open seam. Gray trying to run away, and he does. Second touchdown for Ashton Gray. 51 yards.
I mean, this offensive line right now, it's effortless. Their ability to get to the second level, 76. Magia, and then number 70, the center as well, Yanta, working their way on the outside zone, able to take care of first-level defenders, work their way onto the linebackers, and then it's a sprint to the end zone. Or Texas just having their way right now offensively.
And extra point makes it 28-13 as Ashton Gray comes up with the longest run of his season. It is not disappointed. Jalen Hawkins, the freshman, in motion. Emmanuel pulls it. Big hole, left side. There he goes. Keep on trucking. Ball Emmanuel forced out right at the 5-yard line. 70 yards. So 143 yards yards rushing and 2 carries in a row for Bert Emanuel.
Well, you get the motion, the fake jet sweep to the right, and then the right guard is going to pull around to the outside.
And we have a Wildcat lineup here. Christian Washington. And Washington fakes the pitch to Sutton and immediately hit. Will Jones forced it out. UNT has it. Big boy rolling. Kevion Huddleston brought down near the 40-yard line. Stone cold celebration coming after takeaway number 26 by the Mean Green.
Well, it all starts with Will Jones coming up from that safety position in the backfield. Able to knock the football out. And it felt like they were giving Bert Emanuel maybe a little bit of a breather after the long run, and then the run after that, go the Wildcat formation, take the ball out of number 5's hands, and then you get the cold celebration.
Empty from Mestemaker, 4-man rush, and just threading the needle really close to the sticks. Wyatt Young says move the sticks, and they will. First down, Mean Green.
That's just a great job by Wyatt Young, understanding where I need to get to, line it to get the first down, sits perfectly, presents his numbers, catches it, is able to get the first down.
Uh-oh, now they're taking a look.
Ruling on the previous play, the ball carrier retained the line to gain for a first down.
Now, Eric
That
Morris
plays
is
under further review.
back in.
After review, the ball carrier's knee was down and the ball was short of the line to gain. Be a turnover on downs. First and 10, San Diego State.
To your coaching staff going forward in this game.
Screen to Washington. Washington got by Ethan Day and another UNT defender and got pounded out of bounds by Jones.
I would think 2 downs to get it.
Empty for Emanuel, run, then tries to throw. Day falls down. Emanuel trying to get the edge. Bully ball, shy of the end zone. As Jones was there to force him out. And now Emanuel is down in pain.
Officials timeout for an offensive.
Aztecs have thrown it only 8 times tonight. How about number 9 is fine. Touchdown. Jackson Ford. He's the man that had the touchdown erased because the procedural penalty against UNM. I guess he just got it back.
The number one thing that jumps off the tape as soon as you turn it on is the neck roll for number 15. A jack of all trades, can obviously receive the football. They're gonna fake block. You think it's zone read, and then he sneaks out right around the defensive end and is wide open in the end zone.
Well, you've got one of the best running backs in America. Gray on the ground for UNT. Hawkins tries to make a move and is tripped up and down at the 46-yard line.
And gets wherever he wants to go, but does he end up following his previous head coach?
3rd and 12, nearly a pick six. It was almost there for San Diego State. Dwayne McDougal may not go to sleep tonight because he's going to be thinking about what could have been. Hasn't thrown a pass since 2022, and on the last drive, threw a touchdown. Crum will come out and throw on 2nd and medium. And breaking the 50 is Donovan Brown out inside the 40-yard line. Gabe Placencia, the hefty lefty, lets it rip. No good. Narrowly missing out on what would have been the longest field goal in the history of the Isleta, New Mexico Bowl here in Albuquerque. 24 seconds and a timeout for the nation's leading passer. Drew Mestemaker backs up, felt the pressure, complete. First down.
Get down.
And Landon Sides will stop the clock. There is a flag, though. And Mestemaker is barking, getting right into the grill with Malachi Finau. Standout defensive tackle for San Diego State. Intact from the regular season. 36 yards for Arenas. And the freshman puts it up. It's sliding and hits the upright. No good. So back-to-back missed field goals will take us to halftime.
Crum 6'3", 195, decent athlete, but no number 5.
UNT has struggled against really good running teams, and he's blasted. Goodness, Evan Jackson. That man has feelings.
They're bringing all-out pressure to the right side. The quarterback looking left, does not see it. You have to understand where my hots are. You see the road with it here in the first play defensively for San Diego State.
Estemaker, complete, landed sides. His DB coverage fell down, and sides takes it to San Diego State territory.
Oh, he's going one-on-one the outside with Isaiah Buxton, the redshirt freshman coming in, playing in this game due to those injuries. And you see 23 fall.
Estemaker. Ball is tipped and picked off. Aztecs have it. Jelani McLaughlin still rumbling to the 35-yard line. The takeaway the Aztecs were looking for.
A lot of points left on the field, depending if this is an interception or not. Ball bounces up. We'll see if it touches the ground at all. Estemaker gets back, finds the right read. Ball's just too low for Cameron Dorner to be able to make the catch.
Also had a turnover on downs against UNT, trying to cash in now. The third-team quarterback, Kyle Crum, engineering the offense. Throwing on the run, and that one's picked off. A flag is down, but Will Jones comes up with it. He already has a forced fumble to his credit. Will he have an INT?
It looks like the penalty is going to be on San Diego State, so back-to-back turnovers.
Ruling on the field was an interception. Ineligible receiver illegally downfield. Offense, number 71. That penalty's declined. First down, North Texas.
Stop. Play action. Dorner going up. It's not going to be able to go over because Josh Hunter threw the lasso. Got him.
So they've been picking on Buxton to the left side of the formation. Last 2 plays now going at to get one of your receivers somehow right to the heart of this defense.
Hawkins looking for the hat trick. 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving touchdown for Caleb Hawkins, the most lethal freshman running back in America. And with that, 29 touchdowns from scrimmage, the most by a freshman in the last 25 years.
Big shout out once again to the big boys up front, paving the way. If you get him downhill and it's just one tackler with the end zone in sight, he's gonna find a way to get in there for another touchdown.
And just to think, Caleb Hawkins, the group of 5 level at Troy, the job he did there, that's a home run hire as well.
I agree.
They will love Eric Morris in Stillwater.
Oh,
picked off. Dwayne McDougal got his mitts on it and takes it inside the 35-yard line. And the second takeaway for the San Diego State defense. And at this point in the game, that's enormous.
That's huge. Just I don't think he saw 26 dropping back off the play action, trying to hit the seam route, thinking that he has a wide open middle of the field.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
4th and 3. Aztecs need this one. Under 2.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Crum fakes the pitch, works it back. San Diego State, will they be there? It looks like it's gonna be just short. Acevedo had a chance when he cut it back
on the field. The ball carrier was short of the line of game for a turnover on downs.
But it is ruled short on the field, turnover on down San Diego State.
Acevedo, great initial move in the open field enough. I love it, you fake the motion, you come back out, you gain leverage. But that's what you talk about, hustle, especially from the big boys up front, staying alive. Ethan.
Touchdown, but 2 interceptions. Hawkins now with the carry. Busting it quick. Breaks through 2 tackles. How about a 3rd? How about a 4th? He wants more. Hawkins inside the 5. The dude is relentless.
The beautiful thing, Lowell, about Caleb Hawkins is when he makes these cuts, he stays so low to the ground, it's difficult to bring him down. Look, one tackle. You can't tackle the man at his shoulder pads. You gotta take him down at his legs, but such great balance.
In green, do not have to snap it, but they will. Master-maker, touchdown! Finds Cameron Dorner. Will that be enough to wrap this one up before we even get to the fourth quarter? And with that, Master-maker ties the school record for most passing touchdowns in a season with 33.
Yeah, I just love the quick release, like that middle infielder, that shortstop, that second baseman, catch it with those hips around, throws the football on time, accurately to the outside for the DB can turn his head to make a play on the football.
And it just goes to show, when UNT gives you a chance, you better capitalize on the opportunity. You made it for a long time for the Mountain West. And here is a pitch. It's out to Christian Washington. And Terrell Washington makes a stop. Washington keeps going to the 35-yard line.
Hello, I didn't think he was down. I thought he landed on top of a North Texas defender. Elbows are up, knees are up. That's a good
job. Was that electric in his first start for the Aztecs? Out of this game with an injury. Crom has a passing touchdown. Does he have a rushing touchdown?
Touchdown!
Yes. And Kyle Crom finishing with some authority.
I just said he was no Bert Emanuel Jr. I guess I was wrong, showing off a little speed there. I love it, yet the running backs go in one direction, offensive linemen pulling to the left to get out in front. A complete cornerback design run there for Kyle Crum, and showing a little toughness too at the goal line to get in the end zone.
Taking a fight to Colin Lewis there to cap his first career rushing touchdown. Crum has come out of nowhere unexpectedly in a really tough situation to be in. Three straight 3-and-outs for the Mean Green. And Sawyer just gets off the punt. Acevedo dancing into the open field. Acevedo to the 30, close it back. Nathan Acevedo has flipped this game upside down.
Aztecs!
63-yard punt return touchdown for the junior from San Diego.
He's one of the go-to receivers in this ball game. You've seen the athleticism and the speed and quickness in the open field, and no better example than that punt return right there. All of a sudden, we are now an extra point away from a one-score game when this thing seemed to be almost over here in Albuquerque.
When it's 42-20 and you're looking up at the UNT Mean Green, the highest scoring team in America, it's easy to believe maybe this is over. Far from it, Aztecs closing in on the Mean Green. Mine Collins High School in Houston. He is the special teams coordinator. They will go for it. Hawkins tripped up, still fighting. First down, UNT.
Woo-wee. I would have punted the football. I would have made San Diego State drive the length of the field and have scored a 2-point conversion to tie it up. Gutsy call. One of the best running backs in the country gets hit in the backfield, but that's that balance we talked about. So tough to bring down.
Closing in on the 200 game tonight is Caleb Hawkins. Master-maker with the screen. Aztecs trying to get it. Miles Coleman got away. Still rolling. Past the 40-yard line, first down. UNT already with the most wins in program history. This group decided to come back together after disappointment in the American Championship game. They want to end this magical run on a high note. 4th and 4. Master-maker, wide open. Garner, rushing free. UNT may have put it away.
Well, it's a route combination they've gone to multiple times this game. You're going to get a bracket. So it's inside slant, inside slant. You see the safety is going to take the first slant along with the nickel. They're bracketing that number 2 receiver. Leaves the corner one-on-one.
On third down, it would have given the Aztecs the ball back if it were not for that flag. Messermaker comes up with his 34th touchdown pass of the season. Situation for San Diego State. Kyle Crum is in the game only after Bert Emanuel, who was making his first start for the Aztecs, was knocked out in the first half of this game. And the long string to Acevedo, another jump play. Acevedo having his moment, the cutback inside the 35-yard line. You keep wondering how many more counters the San Diego State have.
They just continue to find ways to stay alive. That just tells you the culture and the leadership of this team. They had many times in this game.
Lucky Sutton, all Mountain West, has already declared he's coming back next season at that running back spot. Crum trying to direct traffic, heaving it, and it's caught! Are you kidding me? Jalen Hawkins, the freshman, out of nowhere!
A nice play by Hawkins to stay alive and stay in scramble mode with his quarterback, but the guts of Kyle Crum to throw that football.
When they had to have it on fourth down, right up the gut, end zone, Christian Washington.
San Diego
So right when you made that point that UNT may have put it away, I don't think so.
Let's go back to the big play first. Crum doesn't see anything. Scramble mode, scramble mode. Hey, fourth quarter, gotta make a play, stay alive. Finds the freshman. And then this offensive line leaning on them. Going for it now, going for 2.
Trying to make this a 7-point game. Crum looking to run, backpedaling to the end zone, broken up.
Uh-oh.
And a flag? Looks like there is a flag in the end zone.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense, number 63. Penalties declined. The try is no good.
1,061 combined total yards today, most in a bowl game this season. We ain't done yet. San Diego State looking for the onside, and UNT will pounce on that. And how about that? Was that Caleb Hawkins?
Of course it was.
Caleb Hawkins on the hands team, the man with 27 carries for 197 yards and 3 total touchdowns. What a program like Oklahoma State can spend. So hats off on a fine job by UNT trying to keep this magical group together as Hawkins gets the carry on 4th and 3. It still is now a 2-possession game. Aztecs feel like they've got the football. And from up here, it did look like Hawkins was short. So a couple of gutsy 4th down calls paid off for Drew Swoboda. This one does not.
No Acevedo, no Brown. Who's going to be which receiver's going to step up and make a play?
Jalen Hawkins had that ridiculous catch on the last 4th down. Crum in trouble. Crum trying to stay up. He's still alive. Now heaves it. Jump ball picked off Evan Jackson. And at no point in time do I now feel comfortable saying, and that should do it. No.
I mean, what an effort. It looks like there's a miscommunication with the snap. Ball comes early. Offensive line does not get up. I have no idea how Crum was able to stay alive and break those tackles. Maybe trying to have a safety over the top as he's into the boundary.
One play to try to keep the season going for the Aztecs. Crum, the throw, he's got a man, and it is caught for the first down. Cian Freeney, clutch when it matters the most. Clock temporarily stops.
And run with it.
San Diego State was down 21-6 and then 42-20. They keep fighting to the tight end, to the 10-yard line. Jackson Ford.
We'll get to the line of scrimmage. Everyone needs to get going. I know you're exhausted, this offensive line. The big boys struggle to get to the line of scrimmage now.
Clock starts. Here's the snap. And they're going to run it here. Inside the 5, and Washington still goes. The timeout has to happen here. Under center, Christian Washington behind him. And it's a sneak. Does he get the push?
I think he fell down early. You got to get up and get on the ball.
They must go because the clock continues to run. Now Crum saying we got to clock it. But San Diego State slow to move. They don't want the season to finish like this. Jumps forward for the touchdown with 1 second left. At this point, it's just going to be a fancy exclamation because they still would need to get the onside.
Ball extended over the play.
It just took too long, but a headsy play there from Kyle Crum.
Definitely, it was just way too long to be able to get back to line of scrimmage. And we talked about like both these guys, these football teams, the big guys up front, they are exhausted. We are now well over 4 hours for this football game, and just time ran out for them here.
Placencia lining up for the extra point. And so that makes it a 2-point game. So this team's got some players. Am I going to get any of them to coach next season? And that will do it. Bowl game. The 7-game bowl losing streak is done. UNT Cats, maybe a once-in-a-lifetime type season with a score record 12th win. After this, we don't know what is in store for the core of this UNT team, but just enjoy the moment.
Enjoy the moment, enjoy this special season, this special team, players, especially the offensive players. It was, you and I were lucky enough to cover 3 times. It was a pleasure every single time. Congratulations to them, and congratulations San Diego State. What a fight, what a season for them as well.